Hello dear viewers and subscribers of this channel. A hearty welcome to you all. I'm happy to meet you all once again with a grammar video here. And this grammar video is about degrees of comparison. So we have already discussed degrees of comparison type 1 and today we are going to see type 2. So by discussing type 1 you must have understood the importance of comparison. Comparison is a part of our life and we use it every day. So therefore, let us learn from this video very carefully. First, let's go to the contents of the video. First, we have the learning objectives. There are some tips for transformation. And using the tips, we will be also discussing the transformation of sentences from positive to comparative degree, positive to superlative degree, and comparative to superlative degree. Right, we shall now go for the learning objectives. The learning objectives are you will be able to have more idea about transformation of sentences, and the second learning objective is that you'll also be able to have more practice in the comparison of adjectives. So while talking about the comparison of adjectives, we know that there are 3 degrees of comparison: positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. And in the first step we have seen, so there was a comparison between 2 things, 2 places, or we can say that comparison between 2 entities. Right here we have the comparison among many things, many places, many countries, many persons, like that. Okay, this is type 2. And let's now go to the tips for the transformation. A few tips we have also seen in the previous video. The similar tips are discussed here. So while we have a sentence for transformation, the given sentence should be divided into 4 parts. The 4 parts are actually subject, verb, adjective, and the rest. And we have also seen that part 1 and part 4 exchange places. So not in all the sentences they exchange places. So there is no exchange for comparative to superlative transformation. So when a comparative degree is changed to superlative degree, or when a sentence in superlative degree is changed to comparative degree, there is no side change. That is, the part 1 and part 4 do not change sides. In all other transformations, they change sides. Positive to comparative, positive to superlative, or comparative to positive, superlative to positive, there are side changes. Okay, then the last part is, as usual, the adjective part undergoes necessary changes. Okay, so I have given here an example to set these 4 parts. So how to divide a sentence into 4 parts? Let's see the example. In positive degree, no other metal is as useful as iron. See how to divide it into 4 parts. In this sentence, subject is no other metal, the verb is, adjective part is as useful as, and the rest is iron. So just like this, first we have to divide the sentence into 4 parts. So it will be easy for us to transform sentences. So in superlative degree we have seen that the sentence has begun with iron, that is a 4th part. Iron, and verb is as useful as, that is in positive degree changes to the most useful. The metal comes in the end because the word no other is particularly meant for positive degree, that is not used in superlative degree. Okay, now some other tips for transformation. In positive degree, when we have this phrase no other, in comparative degree we can use than any other and than all other. This is just a tip. In this sentence, when we introduce these tips, the meaning is retained and meaning is not changed. And in superlative degree, we have to use the. Okay, keep in mind once again, no other, than any other, otherwise than all other, and in superlative degree it is the. Right now, shall we discuss the examples? First one is positive to comparative degree. Here, two examples are discussed. So the first sentence, no other city in Tamil Nadu is so busy as Chennai. So here we can divide it into four parts. Here the first part is no other city in Tamil Nadu. Verb is adjective so busy as, and the last part Chennai. So as we have seen in the clause, the last part is taken to the beginning of the sentence when we change it into comparative degree. Chennai is the last part that is used in the beginning. Chennai is. Busy in comparative degree becomes busier. So because the sentences begin with no other, we need to use than any other. Okay, therefore now the sentence becomes Chennai is busier than any other city in Tamil Nadu. City in Tamil Nadu is the first part that is used in the end. So here we have seen very clearly the first part and the fourth part change places. Let us see the second sentence. No other season is as terrifying as winter. So no other season is the first part, winter is the last part, they exchange places. Winter season is more terrifying than any other season. So terrifying becomes more terrifying. Terrifying, terrifying. 4 syllables are there. So we know that words with more than one syllable take more in comparative degree and most in superlative degree. So terrifying, more terrifying, most terrifying. In comparative degree we have used more terrifying. Therefore the answer has become winter season is more terrifying than any other season. Okay, that is the transformation from positive to comparative degree. Let us now see the transformation from positive to superlative degree. So we know that when positive degree is involved, we have to change sides. Let us see the first example. No other planet is as large as Jupiter. No other planet is the first part and Jupiter is the last part. They change sides. Jupiter is the largest planet. So in superlative degree, the keyword is the. And the keyword should be used before the adjective, the largest. So Jupiter is the largest planet. And next sentence. No other metal is as useful as iron. So here, we have already discussed this sentence earlier. No other metal is the first part, iron is the last part. They change sides. Iron is the most useful metal. Useful, 2 syllables. Therefore, we have to use more useful, most useful. In superlative degree, we need to use most useful. Therefore, the answer is iron is the most useful metal. Okay, the next one, comparative to superlative degree. So in the case of comparative to superlative degree, so we shall clearly remember that the side is not changed. There is no changing side. Okay. So the first question, Madhav is more pleasant than any other banker. There is no side change. We have seen here. The answer also is beginning in with Madhav in superlative degree. Madhav is the most pleasant banker. So then any other is used here. So the should be the keyword. Pleasant becomes most pleasant. So Madhav is the most pleasant banker. The second question. Shakespeare was greater than any other English dramatist. So here there is no side change. Therefore, as it is there, we can begin the answer. Shakespeare was the greatest English dramatist. Shakespeare was the greatest English dramatist. Okay. So these are the examples. So I hope you have understood all these things. So we have a plan to give you a practice of these degrees of comparison later, because there is one more type 3. Once that type is also over, we'll be giving a practice of it. So all these things you can learn and practice for yourself. Keep in mind the rules for this comparison. Therefore, a kind request to you, so if you like this video, kindly like it and share it to your friends, and leave a comment in the comment box. And a kind request, never forget to subscribe this channel if you have not subscribed it. Okay viewers, so we hope we have been very useful with all these grammar videos. So therefore you are also benefited from it. That is our strong belief. Therefore, thank you all for watching the video. So till we meet in the next video, thank you all once again. Please stay with us and support us. Thank you all.